Around a week ago, I started my quest to collect my favorite Pokemon trainer cards of all time. But there's one problem: graded cards. Now, there's nothing inherently wrong with graded cards, but for my collection specifically, I really just don't want them. There are a few reasons why. The first one is price. Most graded cards, especially in a high grade, are a lot more expensive than raw cards. The second reason is something I haven't announced yet, and that is my plan to grade every single card in my collection at the end of my journey. So obviously I don't want cards that are already graded. But what if there was actually a reason for me to buy graded cards? What if I could buy graded cards for the same price or cheaper that I could buy a raw card? Well, that's what I'm going to be testing today. I'm going to be looking for graded card auctions on eBay to see if I can actually score any great deals. But if I buy them, what am I going to do with the graded cards? I'll explain that a bit later.
Alright, we are back on eBay and we are looking for specifically graded trainer cards, which we think we can potentially get for a good deal. Just gonna be scrolling through the auctions like I usually do, just keeping an eye out for any graded card, honestly. It doesn't really matter to me what the grading company is or anything. The only thing that matters to me is the card inside. Some of these are interesting. Pull these up. Okay, I don't know what MPG is. I'm guessing it's a Chinese company. Also, the seller has one feedback and their name is MPG. So we have this Luzamine Prism Rare, $10 for that. I don't know about that. Yeah, no, I could definitely get this cheaper raw. What about this one? Green's Exploration, also an MPG graded pristine 10. This one is a lot more interesting to me just because I know for a fact that this is going to be a much more niche card simply due to the fact that it's a Sun and Moon reverse also. I mean, $3 ends in 12 hours. This is a very uncommon card. Not like a rare card, just a card that people don't normally think about. Honestly, could be interested in for $3, but let's keep looking. Okay, this is another interesting one. Elisa from the Shiny Collection. This is a black and white card, I'm pretty sure. This one is also a lesser known grading company, but I have seen these before. This one is a Mint 9. I mean, the card looks good. The only thing I will say is that the left to right centering is not great. I don't know. I'm gonna close that for now. Maybe I will come back to that later. This is a very interesting one, but this is a special, very expensive Sun and Moon promo. This is Ace 10. Yeah, this card is definitely out of my budget for right now. This one's kind of interesting. Penny SR from, I guess that's traditional Chinese. SV1 SF. I don't even know if I have this one on my list, to be honest. I don't really like Penny. So, but this one is definitely interesting. It's a very expensive card. Yeah, I can already tell this is going to end way out of my budget, so keep looking. Like, there's a lot of good looking cards in here. There's a lot of cards, even graded cards, that I'm seeing for auction that I do want, but I don't know, the biggest problem really is just budget. This Mars card as well. Very much want this card in my collection, except not this auction with $30 shipping. Oh, this one is also interesting. Erica's Invitation 151 Master Ball Reverse Hollow. I can see that it is a Master Ball. I can see that it's a Master Ball. It's a 10. You know, honestly, I think this is one that I would want to bid on, even though this is another just straight up reverse hollow. I mean, it's an expensive card for what it is, because this is just a pretty plain looking card, to be honest, but I do love this artwork and I would want the best possible version of it, so we'll have to see about this one. But I will keep looking and let's see if I can find anything else, and I'll cut to when it all gets here.
So I said I wanted to grade all my cards at the end of my collection, but why? Well, one reason is that I honestly just find it very fitting at the end of a series like this. Another reason is that I want all of my cards to have a safe place to rest, as I don't plan on selling them, unless I'm, you know, completely broke. So back to the pre-graded cards. What am I gonna do? Well, the answer is simple. I'm just gonna break the slabs open and regrade them whenever the time comes. Now, is this potentially destroying the value? Absolutely. But especially if I can buy these for cheaper than raw prices, I don't really care. And at the end of the series, I'm going to be breaking every single graded card slab that I bought during the challenge. So if that sounds interesting, feel free to follow along. But I think it's time to see if we won anything, so let's see what we got.
Alright, so the first 3 items that I ordered for this episode have arrived, but this is not actually even half of all the stuff I ordered. I definitely spent way too much already in the second episode, and I'm already overspending, but what are you gonna do? So out of these 3 things that have arrived already, only one of them is a graded card. And surprisingly, this is the one I spent the least on. So we're going to be opening this one first, and we're going to be slowly increasing in price. But this is the only graded card that I actually purchased where I think I followed through with what I wanted to do and actually got a good deal, because some of the other graded cards that I won, I do have more on the way, but some of them I feel like I honestly overspent on. But this one I honestly think I did really well on. So flip it around first. Okay, so we can see right off the bat that this is an English back card, so this is not a Japanese card. This one, I will say in advance, is a traditional Chinese card, which means it's in the same Japanese sets, it's just printed in a different language. You can see CGC graded card. This is going to be the only like name brand grading company throughout all of my graded cards. The other ones are all Chinese brands, but let's see what the card is. We have Karina's Focus, traditional Chinese Rapid Strike Master, super rare in a CGC 9. Now, I love this card. I'm just gonna put that out there right now. I've tried a few times to pull this card throughout different sets and never ended up happening, but finally got my hands on it, and it'll stay safe at least for now because I'm not going to be cracking open the graded slabs until the end of this series. But I spent around $17 on this, and the Japanese cards of this on eBay, the Japanese variants, they go upwards of $30 on eBay. So I think for a graded card and in a 9 CGC, I mean, I think I got a good deal, I'm gonna be honest, because in simplified Chinese you can probably get this artwork for around $17, but this one's graded and traditional Chinese, so this one is a lot older than any simplified Chinese card. This one's from 2021, that is the date on it, and that is our first graded card. The only one from this little section. And now the next card I have is in this envelope here. You can see that there's really just like a top loader in here, I think. But this card I actually paid more than I paid for the graded card. So let's see what's in here. Okay, so we have it out of the envelope. This one, as we can see, is a Japanese back again. We have the little promo card from the person I bought it from on eBay. And again, it's in this top loader, and I don't know if you can see it or not, but this is why I don't like top loaders. You can see that the card is already sticking out of the penny sleeve that they put it in. But I think Okay, I think I got it out safely. I am going to take this out of the sleeve so I can put it in a new one. This one is a pretty tight fit, but let's see what card we actually got. And I'm not seeing any whitening on any of the corners, so that is very nice. And this, as I said, I did pay more than the $17 for that graded card, so let's see what this is. It is the Elisa Shiny Collection Common First Edition, and you can see the little star glitter effects. Honestly, this is really cool. First time I've seen one of these shiny collection cards in person, and I will say I do like the little star. I want to say it's like a mirror foil pattern, but it's really just a layer of holo, and I do really like this artwork. I'm pretty sure it's just official artwork of Elisa from Black 2 and White 2, but it does look nice. I'm happy with this, and I said I paid more than 17, so I'll come clean. I paid $18 for this, so not that much more expensive, but it was slightly more. And we are going to end this section off with the most expensive card in this entire video. This one is very thin. It is also not a graded card. I think it's in a semi-rigid. Okay, yeah, it is. It looks like it's well protected in there. We got that little bit of tape off. Take this card out of there, have a look at it. Got the back here. Again, Japanese back, and I'm not seeing any whitening, which is good. Now let's pop this out of the sleeve. And again, it looks good. I'm not seeing any scratches or anything, but let's see what this card is. But before I do this, I will say that I think I honestly did get a good deal on this one, because this, if you guys remember in the clip I showed, I was looking at an Erica's Invitation Master Ball Reverse Holo PSA 10 up for auction. And I think like a day or something before that auction ended, this listing popped up. So I'll spoil it. This is indeed the Erica's Invitation Master Ball oil pattern. And look how colorful that is. That looks so nice in person. Oh my, that looks so good. I'm not seeing any scratches on the holo either, which means it is the perfect time to sleeve it up. Wow, beautiful card, beautiful card. I love the artwork, and I wanted it in the best condition possible. Is why I chose the Master Ball. The regular Pokeball reverses, these are like $1 or $2, but Master Ball is very expensive. And so the price I paid for this card was around $38, $39, which for this card, honestly, is a pretty good deal, I think, because ungraded, these tend to go around like $50 or $60, but I don't know, I kind of just impulse bought this because I was looking at the PSA 10 one, which that PSA 10 card sold for $50 with 1 bid on it. If this one didn't pop up, I probably honestly would have won that, but I would have spent more money, and if I'm breaking the slab open anyway, it's kind of a waste. So I'm very glad that I got this one for such a good price, and it is in great condition, great centering, no whitening, no scratches on the holo. This card's in pretty much perfect condition, so that's wonderful. And now I will cut to when I receive either one more card or all the rest of the cards. So I guess I'll see you guys then.
Many tic-tacs later.
All right here I have our latest and greatest graded card coming all the way from China, this one. So, and it arrived in just a bubble mailer, so I'm hoping that everything's all right. I mean, it's a graded card, so it shouldn't be that in danger, I would say, of getting damaged. But as you guys can see, this is an MPG graded slab, and I didn't know this existed until the day I bid on it. But let's see what the card is. We have the Greens Exploration Reverse Holo. It's just a reverse holo. And I spent, what, $14 on this? Because it was like $3 was the starting bid and nobody outbid me. And then it was like $10 shipping, which is normal from China. The reason why I don't say like for sure that this was a great deal is because as soon as I bid on this exact card popped up in near mint condition for like $5. I'm not going to say I got a bad deal, but I don't know if I needed to spend this much for this card because, as I said, these slabs are getting broken open. All right, in this bag right here, in this little bubble mailer, I have the remaining cards for this video. And I will say, judging by the size of this, you can see there's quite a few in here, and these are all graded cards. So these are all cards that I purchased from China. They took a bit of time to arrive, and all of these are graded by some, I don't know how to say it, just weird Chinese grading company. And the reason I say weird is because I actually went to their website to like see more about them after I purchased these cards, and yeah, like on the front page of their website, they were using like AI generated graded card pictures, so that was pretty strange. But I don't know, as long as the cards are genuine, that's all I really care about, because as I said, I do plan on breaking these slabs open at some point, so I don't care too much about, you know, which grading company is grading the cards. Also, there's the random loose card in here. See what that is real quick. It's in a top loader. It's coming out of the penny sleeve inside. Okay, it's like a simplified Chinese Espeon reverse holo. I mean, that's kind of cool. I mean, I'll always take a little extra bonus card like this, so I'm not complaining. All right, so we have 4 different cards in here. Each of them, I'm pretty sure, are by the same grading company. Let's see what our first graded card is that we have here. We have the Single Strike Urshifu VMAX Character Super Rare from set number CS3AC. And yeah, this is a really nice looking card. I love how they did the texture. It's like speed lines, kind of. Very happy with this, and it is a Gem Mint 10. Not sure how much that means, but it is a Gem Mint 10, and I think for every single one of these cards I purchased for around like $14. I probably overpaid. So I know I said earlier in the video about not wanting to spend more than I could buy the card raw, but yeah, I definitely spent a little bit more than I could have if I just bought the cards raw. But I don't know, I don't see any like whitening or damage on the cards, so I mean, I'll pay a little bit extra to have it in, you know, pristine condition. So I'm happy with this one. See what the second card is. We have the Blaziken V Character Super Rare from CS3BC. Yep, CS3BC. Yeah, it has May in the background. Blaziken V. This one honestly looks pretty sick. I mean, all of these cards look really nice. I'm not seeing any damage on this one either, so again, paid the same amount for this one, but I think so far I'm doing all right. Here we have the next graded card. This one just says Pixis or Pixies. I don't know how to say it, but it is the same company. It's just, I guess, a different logo. But let's see what the card is. We have the Blaziken VMAX character super rare. So the Dynamaxed, just a wee bit bigger. And ooh, that's something. Hold up. Now I don't know if this was on the listing or not, but you see right there, it's like a little, it looks like a dent kind of, but it also looks like the ink got like scratched in that corner. And I'm not seeing it on any of the other corners, but first like noticeable damage I've seen, which is unfortunate considering this is also a Gem Mint 10. But I mean, other than that little bit of damage, it's still a nice looking card, so I'm not going to complain about that. But Gem Mint 10 is definitely debatable on this one. And that brings us to the last card. But this time I'm going to look at the back before we flip it over, and I'm not seeing any whitening like there was on the Blaziken. So let's see what the card is. We have the Blissey? Dang, is that on? There's like a scratch or something. I think that's on the slab, but whatever. We have the Blissey V from set number CS3AC, simplified Chinese, as are the rest of them. And yeah, that's just a cute artwork. Just another nice character super rare, a nice textured card. And as far as I can tell, there is no visible damage on this one, so I'm happy about that. And that is all I've got for this little haul. And also this the end of this video. So
Overall, I think we did alright in this episode. Not too great, not too bad, but I did definitely spend a little more than I thought I was going to. But I'm still super happy with these cards, and this does mark a couple more off on my list, which I will reveal soon. So stay tuned.